Alright, allow me to start in something like the Christmas spirit. Free presents for everyone in the description. Count 'em, three albums that I cobbled together before lockdown ended a little while ago. The titles of these compositions in the order I made them: Affluent Bog, Beechwood Lawn, and last but by no means least, Leather Gloves and Lubricated Recipients. Please don't ask, I don't have any answers for you. Enjoy. As I mentioned, lockdown ended a little while ago. Shops, restaurants, food serving pubs are all back up and running. Maybe more than a handful of people are more cautious this time around than when we opened back up in July after the lockdown. There's way more COVID-19 around now than 6 months ago. Nevertheless, we're still doing good business. In spite of the health crisis and nasty wintry weather, people, they want to come out and be around other people. I could not have predicted the events of 2020 12 months ago. How many of us could? I suppose experts in infectious diseases could have. I think Bill Gates warned us against this in a TED Talks from a few years ago, but anyway. The shit hit the fan in Wuhan, and then in fairly short order, we all got covered in shit, didn't we? The year started off normally enough for me, I suppose. Worked through January and February before heading out for a break in the Middle East. But even then, things were already shaping up. Pandemic in the pipeline. And yes, while I was there, the last few days, public buildings started to close. The public transport went down on my last day. Doha sort of felt like a ghost town except for a few blue taxis roaming around, looking for tourists. By the time I got back to Ireland, everything was closed up here too. Then several months of being told to stay at home. Restrictions on movement, wearing a mask in public places, all of the events that people are used to, sports, music, various gatherings, cancelled, shut down. It's a global event, but everyone will have a unique perspective. I don't feel as if my life has been put on hold as such. I have used the opportunity to be creative while circumstances have allowed. So, I've had to hide away, like most other people, for long periods. And then this became the new normal, I guess. But I've had the chance to make quite a fair bit of music, do a few works of fiction, written works, and even publish a book, which is one to scratch off the bucket list. That said, this is clearly a damaging event of global significance, the bringer of death and suffering. Many people have and continue to get the short end of the stick of this, And many people do understand the gravity of all this, but some don't, do they? Some have behaved in word and deed like petulant children, no regard for the health of others, denying reality, spreading conspiracy bullshit. As much of a shock to the system as 2020 has been, this is by no means over. The health crisis, it isn't over by a long way. Vaccine rollouts are coming, but even so, this is a permanent game changer. We can't return to the pre-pandemic world. For other reasons, thinking of my own backyard here, namely Europe, 2021 isn't going to be a smooth ride, oh no. The consequences of political decisions made in the past few years in the UK, well, no more kicking that into the long grass. Time to face the music, and of course a new administration is coming in the United States, that will have huge political consequences for the world. All that said, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Buckle up and prepare for more turbulence, folks. See you in 2021. Links below. Take care. Best wishes.